friends, this is Emily from burlapkitchen.com, where I'm all about simplicity. Today we're going to make something cute with these candy cane napkins that I got at Walmart, along with these crafter squares that came from the Dollar Tree. So I saw these napkins when I walked into Walmart the other day, and I knew they had to come home with me. They are just adorable. The candy canes are literally the perfect size for this craft. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to take that back layer of the napkin off. Sometimes it's a little stubborn, so what I like to do is tear the top corner just a little bit and then use my thumb and finger to kind of separate it, and then it should peel right off. And then I do discard of that. I know I save a lot of stuff, but that is one thing I will throw away. So now I'm just going to lay the napkin right over top the square. I want to get an idea of the center of, get those candy canes in the center there of my square before I start Mod Podging. And now I'm going to take the Mod Podge. I like to use the matte. I get a lot of questions on the Mod Podge I use, and I really like the matte. I don't know why, but that's just my personal preference for Mod Podge. I'm going to go ahead and paint a pretty generous amount on the crafter square. You don't want too much. You don't want it like slopping wet or dripping with the Mod Podge, but you do want a decent amount on there to get it to stick. And then I lay the candy cane napkin over there real gently at first. That way I can peel it up and kind of center it if need be. And then once I get it centered, then I start to smooth it out in the center and work my way out. I try to get as many wrinkles as I can out, but you're almost always going to have wrinkles when you're working with Mod Podge and napkins. So I use my fingers to kind of gently take out as many wrinkles as possible. You don't, if the Mod Podge is coming through the napkin, you don't want to do this because then your finger will stick. Mine wasn't, because I didn't, like I said, when I added the Mod Podge, I didn't put it so it was like dripping wet. So that's kind of the key when you're Mod Podging. Now I'm going to take this sanding block. You can get these at the Dollar Tree, and I'm going to sand around this in a downward motion, and this will just take that excess napkin off, and then I'll save the rest of that for later for some more ornaments or a different project. And these sanding blocks are a really cool thing to keep in your craft stash. So now I'm working with the leftover tinsel from the boot that I made a few days ago. I actually had an extra one, plus I had that tinsel that I had already taken off. So I decided to, instead of throwing it away, that I'd use it for another craft. So I thought this tinsel just complemented the candy cane napkin perfectly. So I just lined it with the tinsel. I lined my crafter square with the tinsel, and I think this looks so cute. This is such a fun, whimsical craft to make. Now I'm going to make mine as an ornament. I'm going to go ahead here and trim this excess off. I'm going to make mine as an ornament, but you could absolutely just leave it as is and maybe sit it on a tiered tray or prop it up on a shelf or something cute like that. I'm just going to take the wire and make a loop and twist it, and then I'm going to cut that excess off, and then I'm just going to go ahead and hot glue that to the back. That way I can hang it on my tree or wherever I decide to hang it. Now I am using one of these silicone tools. One of my sweet followers sent me this. This is a great tool to use so you don't burn your fingers when working with projects like this. And I'm going to add just a little more hot glue for some extra security. And I will let that dry, and that is it, guys. I think this is such a fun craft. I hope you guys enjoyed it as much as I did. For more great ideas just like this one, please visit burlapkitchen.com. Thank you.